Negative energy is not always visible, but its effects are deeply felt. It can manifest as stress, anger, sadness, or a sense of heaviness that follows you throughout the day. In the teachings of Buddhism, negative energy is seen as an internal struggle, not an external force. The Buddha taught that suffering arises from within through attachment, ignorance, and aversion. If you wish to protect yourself from negative energy, the answer is not to fight it, but to transform it. Like a lotus flower that blooms from muddy waters, you too can rise above negativity, untouched by its influence. To do this, you must first recognize where negative energy comes from. It may arise from within your mind in the form of negative thoughts, or it may come from external sources like people, environments, or circumstances. But no matter its source, the way you respond determines its power over you. The first way to protect yourself from negative energy is through mindfulness, or sati in Buddhism. Mindfulness means living in the present moment with full awareness. It is the practice of observing your thoughts, emotions, and surroundings without judgment. When you are mindful, you notice negative energy as soon as it arises. Instead of being swept away by anger or frustration, you observe it. You see it as a passing cloud in the sky, knowing it will not last. Through this awareness, you remain grounded. The second shield against negative energy is metta, or loving kindness. This practice teaches us to extend compassion not only to ourselves, but also to others, even those who bring negativity into our lives. This does not mean accepting harmful behavior, but rather freeing yourself from the grip of resentment and hatred. When you practice loving kindness, you do not hold on to anger. Instead, you let it go. Imagine offering well wishes even to those who have hurt you. May you be happy, may you be free from suffering. It is not for their sake, but for your own. By releasing resentment, you free yourself from the chains of negativity. Another powerful method of protection is letting go of attachment, also known as upadana. Much of our suffering comes from clinging to outcomes, people, or desires that are beyond our control. When things do not go as planned, negative energy arises as frustration, disappointment, or sadness. When you learn to let go, you stop trying to control every aspect of life. Instead, you trust the natural flow of events. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means accepting things as they are. The Buddha taught, you only lose what you cling to. If you wish to be free from negativity, loosen your grip. Buddhism teaches that words have power. Negative energy often enters our lives through the words we hear and the words we speak. Samavaka, or right speech, is the practice of speaking with honesty, kindness, and intention. Pay attention to the words you consume, from social media, the news, and conversations. Do they lift you up or drag you down? Be mindful of what you say to yourself as well. If you speak harshly to yourself, you invite negative energy into your mind. Instead, speak with kindness and compassion, as you would to a loved one. Sometimes the best protection is to step away. Viveka is the Buddhist practice of solitude and retreat. This does not mean isolation from society, but rather moments of stillness where you can reflect, recharge, and center yourself. When the world becomes too chaotic, allow yourself to retreat. Take time to be with your thoughts. In solitude, you can examine your mind and recognize the sources of negative energy. Here you can find the clarity to return stronger and more centered. To protect yourself from negative energy, you must cultivate a mind that is steady, kind, and free from attachment. Be mindful of your thoughts. Practice compassion toward others and yourself. Let go of control, speak with intention, and find peace and stillness. In the words of the Buddha, just as a solid rock is not shaken by the storm, even so, the wise are not affected by praise or blame. May you be like the unshaken rock, strong, steady, peaceful. Thank you for watching. If you found wisdom in this message, consider sharing it with someone who needs it. Protect your peace and let it be your guiding light.